organizations, including MSU Beyond Coal, MSU Eco, MSU Greenpeace, Global Exchange, the Michigan Student Sierra Coalition, as well as Michigan Student Sustainability Council. And we're here today to make a stand for clean energy on campus. Woo! Yeah! Right now, Michigan State is one of around 70 universities with on-campus coal plants. Coal is the leading cause of global warming solution and emits tons of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and tons of other known contaminants. So we're working here today to make a stand to tell MSU we want to be a clean energy leader. It's important for us here as Michigan students as well as residents of East Lansing to take a stand against coal plants right on our campus. Woo! So we have three great speakers, and first up is Michelle. Woo! Yep.
The Sierra Club, the nation's oldest and largest grassroots environmental organization, is teaming up with students on over 45 campuses across the country to launch a national campaign this fall to shut down on-campus coal-fired plants, including here at Michigan State. As many of you are aware, mining coal and using it to generate power is the single most destructive industrial process currently employed on a daily basis in our country. Coal is the #1 contributor to global warming, contributing over 30% of CO2 emissions annually. Right now, there are over 500 dirty coal plants in the country, one of them right here at MSU. The solution for us is clear. Over the next 2 decades, we need to shut down all these plants and transition to cleaner and safer energy sources. The good news is that real solutions exist for MSU right now. We can seriously cut down on our current energy needs by applying aggressive energy efficiency programs, and then use renewable energy sources such as appropriate and sustainable biomass, wind and geothermal energy here in Michigan to cover the needs we do have. The time to act is now. If we don't end coal's major contribution to global warming by 2030, NASA scientist James Hansen says we won't have any chance of avoiding the most dangerous causes of global warming. That's why we're part of the MSU Beyond Coal campaign, a nationwide campaign at over 45 universities to push for coal-free schools and communities. By transitioning MSU's coal-fired power plant that is contributing to global warming right now, we can send a clear message to the country and the world that we'll be actively building the energy future we deserve. We're working to build grassroots pressure to convince MSU's administration that we can and must do better. Today, dozens of students and East Lansing community members have gathered to call on the university to be clean energy leaders and address the alleged violations that were outlined in the Michigan Department of Natural Resource and the Environment Renewable Operating Program hearing this morning. It is unacceptable that our university has repeatedly been in violation of its permit with excessive emissions of SO2, SOx, and NOx. This is in part why we have come together this morning to oppose the proposed consent order and are calling on MSU to become a clean energy leader. I was at that hearing this morning and gave a testimony, pretty much asking MSU to switch to clean energy. As students of Michigan State University, we are in opposition to the consent order for 2 reasons. First of all, the process for meaningful public participation has passed, and we would like the opportunity to pursue meaningful dialogue on a supplemental environmental project that addresses the violations in the consent order. And second, remedies in the consent order do not consider alternatives, such as stopping coal burning completely and switching to a mixture of natural gas, appropriate biomass,